You want to know how to get rid of negative energy from your environment? Stay tuned. We'll talk about it. God bless you, friends. Thank you for joining me this morning. This is yours truly, Pastor Nate, and I pray that this video finds you exceptionally well. I pray that each and every one of you had a great weekend. Let's get into it. You saw the title, How to Get Rid of Negative Energy from Your Life, from your environment. The church may say, how to get rid of demonic atmosphere. We live in a world where there is negativity everywhere. We experience negativity on our jobs. We experience negativity in our various relationships, whether it be a friendship, whether it be a dating relationship, whether it be a family member. When we deal with people, we're going to encounter negativity. That's okay every now and then, because I understand some people have bad days. We have bad days. Shoot, we might be considered negative to other people. But the problem is when there's negativity all the time, ongoing, every time you're around this person, every time this person comes around you, they're always spewing negative, and it's pulling your spirit down. It's affecting you. And that's what we want to focus on this morning. Have you ever been in a situation where you've been so ever excited? And sometimes when we get excited, we think everybody else around us should be excited. But I think many of us have found that out the hard way, that that's not always the case. Sometimes you can't share with everyone what God is doing for you and the positive things that are going on in your life, because believe it or not, a lot of people are not happy for you. Even the people that are close to you, that are so-called your friends, a lot of times they don't rejoice with you. My gosh. Sometimes misery loves company. Some people are so negative and they have such a negative outlook on life. And if you're in their presence, or if you have some type of affinity or relationship with them, they want you to be negative. And you'll find yourself being negative to appease them so they can feel better about themselves. But that's not your responsibility, friend. You've worked hard to get what you've gotten. You've worked hard to be where you are. They can do the same thing. Don't ever discount what God has done for you to appease somebody else. And I was preaching to me because I had to do that too. Y'all, we're givers and we love people, and we want to make people feel good, even if it's to our sacrifice. But no. Don't sacrifice your happiness. And you're just around people who are negative all the time, and it pulls you down. If you're in an environment, and I talked about this before, where you are more affected in a negative way than you were before, you might need to cut that loose. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Now, how do we resist? How do we come out of our negative environment? How do we get rid of the negative? Well, James 4:7 says, resist the devil and he will flee. I'm not necessarily saying that they're the devil, but if there's negative energy, it certainly didn't come from heaven. Maybe they're allowing the devil to use them. And we know that's an evil spirit that's working in that midst. And we got to resist that if you want to maintain your happiness. Now, resisting is counteract, right? We got to come against that. Don't give it an opportunity. Don't give it a chance. Hey, I love you. If you want to hang with me, that's fine. But look, keep the negative away. We got so much working against us as it is. We don't need no extra added negativity. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me this morning. I'm going to show you a clip. Now, I don't see anywhere in scripture where demons go into objects, but I do believe that certain objects in your home can represent something demonic. You might need to go through your home and take some of that stuff out. And that's what this gentleman here did. A couple of weeks ago, I talked about the Lil Nas shoes and how demonic they were. And this YouTuber ordered those shoes, and he said he's a man of God. So guess what? He threw the shoes away. He got rid of that negative energy. Take a listen.
Satan shoes, I'm throwing them away, bro. Straight up, I'm not keeping this energy around me whatsoever. I am a man of God. All right.
And that's how you resist. Get rid of anything that represents something demonic, something negative. And sometimes when you're dealing with people, you might just need to ignore their phone calls. When you're trying to cut loose negative people, don't answer the phone, friend. Sometimes you might have to hit that reject button. I know it seems harsh, but you're trying to maintain your sanity. You're trying to maintain your happiness. Sometimes you just have to run. And we've all made that mistake where when we met someone, whatever the case is, whatever relationship, something in your spirit told you not to engage. Something in your spirit told you not to start this relationship or this friendship, but you overlooked that. And then you got into it and it was a mess. Many times it's easy to get in something, but it's hard to get out of it. So sometimes when you first meet someone or when somebody comes on the scene, you need to, use your discernment. Why are you here? I'm not trying to say you got to be all defensive, but you just want to be careful. You want to guard your heart, as the scriptures say. And if you see signs that don't agree with your spirit, run, friend. Don't look back. Get up out of there. Woo, they don't like this kind of teaching. When enough is enough, enough is enough. When you're sick and tired of it, you're sick and tired of it. Sometimes you can't even answer the door. You've answered the door before. They apologize. And guess what? They did it again. Okay, I love you. I forgive you, but I'm done, friend. That's how you get rid of a negative environment. That's how you get rid of negative energy. I didn't come to you with any sage, any candles, or any rituals or anything like that. A lot of the responsibility is on us. Sometimes our environment is negative because we allow it in. The things I talked about this morning are things that shut negativity out. Oh my God. Thank you for listening to me this morning. Friend, don't forget, on the Smart Show, we're still talking about fighting discrimination. We're in a series. And tomorrow we're going to talk about why Jesus called that woman a dog. Because y'all know some names are considered racial slurs in the time that we live in. This is a social problem, the name calling, the racial slurs and the remarks. And we're going to see why Jesus called the Samaritan woman a dog. I don't want you to meet me there. I want you to beat me there. Now, in the meantime, be at peace and not in pieces.